Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you have joined me today. In today's video I'm going to be using several products that I would like you to try with me. I'm going to be using a L'Oreal stick foundation as well as a L'Oreal concealer and several other products to create a simple look, yet a look that will be full coverage. So I am so happy you're here with me today. For those of you who are new, my name is Kristen and I love everything about beauty. So the first product that I'm going to start using is the L'Oreal Paris Hydra Genius Oily Skin Daily Moisturizer. This is a lightweight gel-like consistency. I like the packaging. It's in this really pretty glass bottle, and you can find this at the drugstore. It has a very light gel consistency. Very clear, like a clear gel consistency, and I have oily to combination skin, and this just really seems to help prep the face for makeup. And so I like to use this in the summertime, especially because my skin tends to get oilier in the summer months. I also like the smell. It has a nice, clean, fresh smell, kind of like you just stepped out of the shower. So after I've moisturized, the next product that I will be using is an eye cream. I am loving the Badescu Hyaluronic Eye Cream, and this can be found at Ulta. I've purchased this a couple of times from Ulta, and it just really provides some nice moisturization to the under eye area. My under eye areas get really dry, and this just feels so soothing once I have it applied. I like to start with the inner corner and then work the cream all the way out here to the outer edge of my eye. And I tend to feel a lot of dryness right in here, so I like to add as much moisture as I can and just work that in until it's absorbed. I'm going to add a little bit more to the outside of my crease over here. The moisturizer and the eye cream are two very important steps to making sure that the makeup application goes on flawlessly. Next I'm going to add a primer, and this is a travel size that I have of the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh, and this is the purple tube. This is actually a new little travel size, so I'm going to go ahead and open that. Now this has a purple, it looks purple, like a purple gel, and I'm just going to go ahead and prime the skin for makeup application. Get a little bit more of that for the other cheek, and a tiny bit more for up here. Just get that all moisturized. It feels really nice, and it gives a little bit of extra added glow, which is really nice. And once I have that all over the skin, next I will be using my L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick. This has a broad spectrum SPF 27 in it, and this is the, I'm wearing the shade Shell Beige 404. It comes in this roll-up tube, and you get 0.32 ounces, which is pretty good. This can be found at drugstores. I love this stick foundation when you just want a quick makeup application that actually has really decent staying power and can provide you a medium to full coverage look. So I just get this all over the face, and then I'll be buffing it in, making sure to conceal and make sure I have enough on. I love a stick foundation when I'm just wanting a very easy and quick makeup application. The brush that I'll be using to buff it in is my EcoTools Ultimate Buff brush, and this is a awesome brush. It has very dense bristles. This is extremely dense. They're packed in nicely, and this really works. This actually is advertised as working well with stick foundations. This does really work well because it really just presses the foundation into the skin. And so I've been loving this brush. It works well with all liquid foundations, but it really kind of gives you the maximum coverage and staying power with a stick foundation. So I just buff this all over, working the foundation into the skin. The feel of this brush is so nice too because it's so densely packed that you're getting the fullest coverage possible. Okay, and then now that I've got that blended in, the next step will be to use a concealer. And today I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear concealer. This is a More Than concealer, and this is in the shade 340 Fawn. This is an amazing concealer. It has been compared to Shape Tape, Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and it is definitely a nice, creamy, high coverage concealer, which is so important to me, especially when I want to conceal any blemishes that I might have, any redness, any under eye dark circles. Highly, highly recommend this concealer. It's been amazing, and I have already purchased a backup to make sure that I don't run out of that product. Absolutely loving that. To buff this in, I'm going to be using my EcoTools Ultimate Cover, and this is in the same kit. You can actually buy this brush, and then there is one other brush that comes with this kit, and let me see if I can find it right here. It is the EcoTools Ultimate Pop, which is a brush that's supposed to be for blush, but you can of course use it for other things. These are all densely packed brushes. You can buy this 3-pack. I found mine at Walmart, but this 3-pack does come together, and it just really, I like the consistency of these brushes. So I'm going to go ahead and buff in my concealer. Just buff, buff, buff. Buffing the concealer into my blemish. I just like to take a little bit here and around my nose, because that tends to, my nose always tends to lose foundation the quickest throughout the day. Blending this in under my under eye. This conceals so nicely, and the texture just feels amazing. It's really creamy, and it's super high coverage, which is something that I appreciate, because we all like a product to do exactly as it claims or what it says. So I just make sure to get this all blended nicely. I do like to blend downwards as well, because I tend to have redness around my top of my cheeks. This is such a nice product. It's a recent product. It hasn't been out too long. I also love, since we're speaking of L'Oreal, I also love the latest foundation by L'Oreal, which is the Infallible Longwear latest foundation. That is an amazing coverage. I was going to show you if I could find it over here in my stash. I had it right here, but it looks like I have possibly put it in my drawer. It is an amazing foundation if you're looking for a drugstore full coverage foundation. It is so amazing. Highly recommend. So now that I've got the concealer blended in, as you can tell, this is a nice medium coverage, I would say, look. Not the fullest, but you could definitely build this up. So now that I've got that on, I'm going to be using a powder, and today I'm going to be using my Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine. This is their Luminizing powder. It's also waterproof, and I wear the shade Radiant Beige. The claims are that it's a silky, waterproof powder with soft focus effect and very fine light reflecting pigments for a long-lasting, flawless, and mattified complexion, but natural luminous finish. It contains vitamins A, C, and E. The universal beige color adapts to every skin tone. And Catrice Cosmetics has some really nice products, as well as several nice lip products that I really enjoy. So the packaging looks like this. It comes with a really nice mirror, and then you've got the powder foundation there. So I'm going to use my Flower Beauty powder brush to apply this powder. I'm just going to go ahead and dip in to the powder and start buffing that into my face. Sometimes I like to buff, and sometimes I like to just stipple it in. And this way, by just kind of patting it into the skin, you're preventing any type of movement of the foundation by doing it this way. It sets the foundation nicely. I mainly do the powder foundation because I like to set the makeup, since I do tend to have an oilier skin tone. This just helps make sure everything is set nicely. Okay, so once I've got that on, the next product that I will be using is a blush, and I love the Baked Blushes by Milani. This is in the shade Bella Rosa Baked Powder Blush. It shapes, contours, and highlights, and this is in number 11. Milani is sold at many Walmarts, and you can also find this on Ulta, as well as on Milani's website. This is a gorgeous hot pink blush, and I just love these blushes because they are so pigmented, absolutely pigmented, which makes them such an amazing product. I'm going to be using my Flower Beauty blush brush to apply this, and I'm just going to barely tap into it because it is so pigmented. And I'm just going to get that right on the apple of my cheek. These blushes are so beautiful. They provide such glow. They provide a glow and a warmth and a luminosity. I highly recommend them, and they're so inexpensive. It's amazing, these blushes. Every time they come out with a new one, I make sure to pick it up right away. I love trying new products and just testing them out and seeing how they work. And this has been one of those products that I have tried for a very long time in my life and have loved it. I started wearing these probably 10 or 12 years ago, and they have always remained pigmented, glowy, beautiful on the cheeks. Highly recommend. They're just so nice. They blend in so beautifully too, and look good on any foundation, whether it be a stick foundation or a liquid foundation. Then the next step is to add a highlight. I'm going to be using a highlighter today, and it's going to be the Physicians Formula Mineral Glow Pearls, and this is in the color Champagne. And Physicians Formula is another brand that I absolutely love. I love their foundations and many other products, and so I'm just going to get a little bit of that on my blush brush here, and just go on top of the blush that I just applied. And as you can tell, very glowy, very glowy. This does have some shimmer in it. It's kind of hard to tell in the, whoops, I keep losing the brush. It's kind of hard to tell in the lighting here, but there is definitely some shimmer in there. I don't mind though. I think it really provides a nice glowy look to the cheeks. And the key to making sure it looks nice is just to buff, as I'm doing, just kind of buffing in circular motions to add that glow to the cheeks. It just looks so nice, so pretty. Really loving that. So for finishing steps, I'm going to apply my Milani Easybrow Automatic Pencil in Natural Taupe to my brows, just to define them. My natural brows are pretty light, so I just kind of like to add that extra punch to the brows to define them, make them stand out a little bit more. Just like that. And then I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply some Covergirl Lashblast volume. I just put my lashes in the curler and curl for about 30 seconds. I do like to pulsate the brush. I learned that technique from Emily Noel 83, which is one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. She is absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend that you check out her channel if you haven't done so already. She's Emily Noel 83, also known as Beauty Broadcast. I learned this technique from watching her videos and I just absolutely love it. My eyelashes tend to point down and they're very straight, and so I like curling the lashes and knowing that I can get a lash lifted effect here. I'm just waiting to get this curled before I apply the Covergirl Lashblast Volume Mascara, and this is in the orange tube. Okay, so now that I have both eyes curled, I'm going to go in with this mascara. I do like the bristles and the wand of this. Covergirl makes nice mascaras, especially their Lashblast, because of the nice separation that it provides for each lash. I just get that on each lash, making sure that everything is coated. Nicely. Okay, I'm going to dip back into the brush, get some more mascara, and do this side. I like to go back out here and kind of separate it on the end and then pull through. The lashes on the end tend to want to stick together, so I like to go back in with the brush and try to separate them as best as I can. And again, in the inner rim or inner corner, sometimes it's hard to get those lashes. Trying to put as much volume as I can. Okay. Alright, so now that I've got my mascara applied, the final step will be the lip product that I am wearing, and that is going to be the Wet n Wild Color Icon Metallic Liquid Lipstick. I love these. These are beautiful. This is in the shade called Chrysanthemum's The Word 34732. This is such a beautiful metallic glowing lipstick. I'm just going to add a little bit more of my Catrice Volumizing Lip Balm, and this is in the shade Delightful Lips. I like to use this one and another one that they have. This is the other one that I like for prepping the lips, and this is the Volumizing Lip Balm in Graceful Lips, number 040. These can also be found on Ulta's website where I purchased them. I just get that as an added moisture step. I like to always apply balm before I apply any lipstick, lip gloss, and then I'm just going to go in with this. And as you can tell, there's a lot of shine. And I'm just loving that kind of shiny look. These can be found at the drugstore as well, and I highly recommend it. This is a great product that Wet n Wild makes. Looks absolutely beautiful on the lips. Alright, that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video today and that you learned a few new things, or was able to learn some new products with me. I like to try new products all the time, and I'm always looking for a great buy or something that I can try to see how it applies and how I like it. So I like to pass that along to you. It's been great having you here with me today, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Don't forget to click the thumbs up if you liked this video, and also don't forget to subscribe if you would like to be notified when I do upload a new video. Be sure and click the little bell next to the subscribe so that you can be notified of any new videos that are uploaded. So again, it was nice having you with me today, and I will see you soon. Bye.